Hey, everybody, it's Tommy Anderson with another episode of the Real Tommy on Leash Show. Entertainment news that brings you the magic behind the magic that you see in film, television, entertainment, music. And today I've got two great professional ladies with me. I have Sandy Slaven, I think I pronounced that right, who is the executive producer and screenwriter of the faith-based film, The Rose Wagon. And many of you already know our famed Hollywood actress, Dawna Lee Heising. And she's also a member of the cast in the Rose Wagon. So before we get started, I want to cue up the poster from the film. There we go. Beautiful. And can we have a little intro, please, with their trailer?
Was always afraid. I was always worried. Andy, you need to wake up. Son, there's so much that the doctors need to know. And all that driving and running around with Bear. Look what happened. Son, you have a child now. You have to be responsible. Oh, my beautiful boy. You never listened to me. You never listened. But I'm here now. Son, I'm going to take care of you. Just please, wake up.
Wow. Wow, that really is gripping. And I want to open it up. Tell me about the film, Sandy. What was your inspiration? Tell me the process. What did you do? Tell our listeners.
Well, I started writing it during COVID period. And I was seeing so many people struggling. And there was so much sadness going around at that time. And you know, I work with patients, and I know a lot of people lost loved ones in the nursing facility that I work at and what have you. And I thought, well, I'm just going to sit down and try to write a story that shows people that even if something tragic happens, you can still find a reason to hope. And the story just came to mind, and Jamie Hacker, he asked me, had said, hey, would you like to have Peyton Clark in your film? And I thought, well, yeah. And then I just kind of started writing around his character. And then I heard about Johnny Shandor and kind of wrote a character for her. It just kind of took off from there. So So yeah, that
Wow.
was inspiration. I mean, it's sad to say COVID and some of the people struggling with the inspiration to write a story around hope.
Well, sometimes that's where we draw our inspirations from, and it was definitely a time where people needed hope, and I think getting back to these type of films are very important in today's world. Have
Absolutely.
you had writing experience in the past?
Well, I started, I really was writing when I was 6, just kind of cute little stories
Mhm.
and poems. I wrote poems and left them out for my dad before he went to work. And I had a chance back in early 2006 to go online for a filmmaking class. And at that time, I was enrolled in the Hollywood Scriptwriting Institute. And my teacher was Earl Blakesley Jr. And he did some consulting work for China Beach, and he did some writing for Love American Style, and he did writing for Joan Rivers. So I knew I was in pretty good hands, and
Mhm.
I got a degree from there. And from there, I just went on, started writing stories, screenplays.
Wow. Is this your first produced screenplay?
Well, there's one that came out in 2015 called Losing Brain, and that's about an individual with early onset Alzheimer's disease. So that's the first one, and it got picked up and distributed out of New York, out of Bob Shammy. He picked up the script, so we got distribution for that one.
Oh, very nice.
Mm.
Where do you stand right now with the Rose Wagon? You're in post production, aren't you?
Post production, we've got the crowdfunder going on, and we are hoping to raise enough funds to get our editing finished. Christian Griffith, who is an amazing DP, he's doing the editing, and he was going to take all July to complete it. So it was his vacation time, but he said, I'm going to work on the Rose Wagon while I'm on vacation. So that's kind of where we're at right now, just getting through editing. So,
And you just ended a fundraising platform. Are you going to start another one up again, or continue with this one?
well, we continued with it. Cord Howe, who did Mayberry Man, he actually extended it to at least June 1st. So I'm hopeful, that some of the listeners will kind of take a look at that. I think they have the link posted, and kind of take a look at that. There's some amazing perks on there, and we're hoping to raise the remaining funds through that. And of
Oh, great.
course,
And so everybody knows I posted those links on my personal social media and also on the Real Tommy and Lee Show social media. And I will attach it to this video when it posts also. Right now we're live. If anybody out there who's watching wants to make a comment on the video on the IQ podcast channel, it'll pop up on my screen and we can ask either Sandy or Dawna. Dawna, I wanted to bring you in because you're an integral part of this, an amazing dramatic role. I know you've been so excited about it. And why don't you talk to me a little bit about the making of the film, your role, your thoughts on it?
Well, Tommy, since you're my good friend, and you're also an associate producer on the film, it's a role that I'm really excited about. Sandy is a great writer, and the story is incredible. And as soon as I read the script, I knew that I wanted to play Miranda. And with Miranda, I get to play a mother and a grandmother. And it's a family-friendly, faith-based film. So, I mean, it's perfect. It's like a Lifetime movie, and I think and Sandy has worked so hard. She's working with SAG. It's a SAG film. Sandy has been working with SAG in order to meet the requirements so we can get distribution eventually. And I do want everyone to see this film. Christian Griffith is an exceptional DP and editor, and I do want to make clear that the clip that you showed is not the trailer. It's just a clip that Christian sent me for my demo reel. But I love
Oh, okay.
and he's working on the trailer. As Sandy said, he's going to come out with a new trailer for the film in July. And that's one of the reasons why Sandy and Court are doing this fundraiser, because Christian is integral to this film being as spectacular as it's going to be. And it's mostly to pay Christian so that he can finish the film. And
Mhm.
I do want to show a perk. I'm
Oh
using
yeah.
I'm using my phone, so this is a little more difficult. But I bought 3 of these. This is the navy blue one, and then there's a gray one and a black one, and they're such high quality. I mean, they're really thick and warm, and I know that there's a tumbler available. There are great perks
Rose Wagon.
in the Rose Wagon, and
There it
the
is.
the link is
There we
the
go.
rosewagon.com.
Wow, very nice. Well, I saw that clip. I guess I realized it now. Yeah, that was part of your reel, and it, the drama, the emotion that you showed in there makes me, want to see the entire film, and I can't wait for it. And so I'm sure other people feel that. That little clip of your reel there, I think, is a good segue into people getting an idea of the emotions that are involved in this. And
There are lots of
much
things like
success to
that.
you. Yeah, I believe it. And how much are you looking at raising for this to get into distribution?
We are sitting at close to 5,000 right now. We want to get at least 12,000. That will get us a long way. So we're hoping here within the next 5-6 days to get at least 7,000 more in. So that would help us a great deal. SAG is making a requirement of 20,000. Have to stay below 20,000.
Okay, yeah, you must SAG ultra low budget.
Yes.
Film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, great. Well, hopefully this helps get the word out so we can spread it a little bit. Why don't you, Sandy, tell me a little bit more about your cast, a little bit about them.
Well, they're all fabulous. They all have done very inspiring films. They've done action films. I mean, they just come from a variety of different projects, but they're all so good. Peyton Clark, he came from the Disney Channel, and he's done a couple other features, but he was kind of a no-brainer when they said, do you want him cast? And I said I would love to. Johnny Shandor, she's what they call a little scream queen, because she's done a lot of horror films, but she said this was her favorite by far. I'm not bragging there, but I'm just saying I really appreciated that compliment. Dawna, I loved having her on as Miranda. I'm hoping to work with her again on the next project I'm doing, which is called Blue Ridge. And Robert Amico, he came on, and Darren Lee Cup. I mean, everybody knows them in the indie film world. So yeah, just a lot of amazing talent, and I'm so proud of all of them. So.
Oh, yes, that's a great group of individuals. And you filmed this right in Indiana?
Martinsville, Indiana. We filmed for 23 days. So yeah.
Okay.
Long shoot.
I'm from the Midwest originally, and I only surprisingly only knew a few places in Indiana: South Bend, Notre Dame.
Oh yeah.
Indianapolis, Fort Wayne area, and that's about it. So where is your location?
Well, I'm in Newcastle, Indiana, and that's actually like almost 3 hours from Martinsville. So a lot of days I was
Okay.
traveling back and forth. Yeah, because I had to get back home and work too. And then I
Yeah.
was going to set from time to time. So it's about 3 hours from Newcastle.
What part of the state is it in?
I think they're in probably central part.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'm
up
in,
north of Indianapolis.
yes.
Okay. I have to use geographical reference so I kind of figure it
Well,
out, you know.
but if I'm wrong, someone from the Castor crew can correct me, but that's where I think Martinsville.
Okay.
But they're very friendly people. We love being there, working with them.
Well,
Did you have any issues getting the sites that you wanted to shoot at, or how was the permitting process? Things like that.
No, it was relatively easy. Everybody was on board. Jamie Hacker's our location manager. He got everybody on board. We got paperwork and everything handled, and really no issues at all. It was a great experience.
It sounds like it. It really does. Dawna, you were there for a week, was it? If I remember
No,
right.
I was there for 2 weeks, and
Oh,
unfortunately,
2 weeks. Wow.
yeah, and Robert and I were sleeping on the floor of the studio during that time, so I got sick. But I got through it. I mean, it was like a family there.
Hmm.
And the city of Martinsville, where we filmed a lot of the scenes, and the people of Martinsville were just so welcome. I know that Nikki Hine got patients too, and there was a candy kitchen that we filmed in. I mean, everybody was just so happy to have a film, a faith-based film in the city that they opened their doors to us.
I would imagine that it would be quite exciting for them to have a movie filmed in their little town, and they'd want to help as much as they can. That's part of I think the magic of middle America, small town America, and no, that's great. I remember you got sick because I think you were only back for a day or so when we all went out to dinner,
Uh,
and you were sick.
well, we had the option. We did have an apartment, where they had beds and so forth. But I think Karen Malafini, I believe that's her last name. She was so accommodating at the studio that I think Robert and Donna liked it there.
Yeah, I mean, actually, there was a whole house that we could have taken over, but Robert and I were having a good time in the studio by ourselves. I mean, it was a huge art studio, and some of the filming was done there in the studio also.
Right. And very nice studio. She had everything. Yeah.
Yes,
Really?
So Karen is a lighting. She's trained in lighting, and so she does huge lighting projects. But she helped with this film too, and so there are so many people that helped with this film. Tanya Carpenter is an executive producer.
She's amazing.
She is just she's just amazing. I know she follows you, Tommy, so you know who she is. And then Sandy is writing a new scene, and so I'll let Sandy tell you about this. But that's one of the perks. No,
I actually just finished that scene before we came on here, and I got it sent out to some of the individuals that were wanting to have a part in it. But there's also, we're offering it as a perk. Other people can be involved. But it's a scene we were able to get a product placement from Harley Davidson Company.
Very nice.
Davidson, and that gives us a chance to get their bike in the scene.
Yes.
And then it's just kind of a cute little scene where we've got Santa and a Mrs. Claus, and they're at a park giving out gifts. It's just a lot of really sweet dialogue. I'm
curious, and
I can't say too much about it, but
how do you go about getting your product placement? Because this is part of the what goes into making a film is if you can get product placement. And I don't think enough people know about that. So would you go through that process, especially Harley Davidson?
Well, again, that was Nikki Hine, who is a Martinsville resident. She's affiliated with Southside Harley Davidson, and
Okay.
she was able to get in. We just asked, and they said okay. They gave us so much money and said, just have the bike in the scene, and that was it. It was a fairly easy process, but like I said, we had a lot of help there in Martinsville. So
Do you
that's how we
think?
did it.
No, that's great, and that somewhat doesn't surprise me. A smaller community like that, I think, would be easier to approach these businesses than it is for like us here in the LA metro area. That it's comforting to know that they wanted to be part of it and it was easy for them to work with you. And did they want to see the script or just have a synopsis of what your film is about, or you said she arranged all that, so maybe she probably told them.
She might have. I believe Nikki had a script, so she might have taken that to him. But she's very influential, and talking to people. She's a good motivating speaker, so I think that had a lot to do with it.
I can understand that.
Right. Right.
So,
if somebody else wants to be in the scene, please talk to Sandy, because she's the writer, so she can write you into the scene. It's a fantastic film. It really, I expect this film to go far. I mean, it's got a great story. It's got a great script. This scene is the movie is finished itself, but the scene is just a nice add-on.
Right. You just fill in bits and pieces in, which is great. You can do that in post.
So Sandy can tailor any part to whoever wants to be in the film.
Very nice. So how many minutes is the film?
Well, actually, I didn't realize we'd done this. When they first did the rough cut, it was like 3 hours. There was a lot of dialogue, more lines than I thought. But
how many pages was your script?
Well, it's 114, but
and she cut it down too.
It was
cutting it down, actually.
I was getting panicked because I kept redoing it, trying to get it shorter and shorter, and I kept sending out the new script. And I had some cast members saying, "Is this going to be the last script? Are you going to start paying for our typing paper to print it off and all that kind of stuff?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'll do whatever. Just don't be mad at me."
That is part of the creative process.
Yeah, exactly.
And for our viewers who don't realize it, when you write a script, the rule of thumb is it's 1 page for every 1 minute of film time. So when we ask how many pages it is, that indicates how many minutes the film should be. That's a ballpark, because like Sandy's saying here, by the time you get done doing all of your scenes, your setups, everything, it could easily go over that. And then the work comes when you have to try to trim it down, because you don't want to see anything end up on the cutting room floor. But we have parameters that we have to fall within. And that's the hardest part of editing.
Yes.
Well, Sandy also was incredible at getting, I don't know how she did it, but she got great music for the film, and also some beautiful songs. So Sandy, why don't you tell us about that?
Yes, please do.
Well, we've got one from Rick Roman. He did one of the last songs in it. I think it was called a Christmas Wish, a Christmas Hope. I have to look the songs up. I don't have them in front of me. Brenda Rudenbach, she did an incredible song, and I'm hoping to play that in the hospital scene, kind of like Father Hold Me. I know, that's a great song. And then Danny Jones, who's also another incredible singer, songwriter, he did one called Step On Up to Christmas, and we play that in the Candy Kitchen. That's kind of a upbeat song. That one, I'm in love with that song. You can find it. Danny has a website. You can find it on his website. I think the songs all fit the scenes that they're wanting to attach them to.
Very nice. That's very nice. Are you going to come out with a perk of maybe the CD of the music?
Well, a few of the musicians have talked about that.
I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Personally, that's the type of thing I would look for. Is to have the music.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big music nut, along with obviously movies, but I think that's something that people might be interested in.
Now, on our IMDb page, we have the teaser, and Christian Griffith picked out that music, and that's just so fitting for that little blurb that he created.
Did you send us the teaser at all?
Well, I sent the IMDb link, and if they click onto it, the teaser's right there.
Oh, okay. If we had the teaser, I'd have Sarah, my producer, pop it into the video here, but I don't think we downloaded it from IMDb.
Okay.
So
I think right now the teaser is a backstory. So
Yeah.
Okay.
the official teaser is what Christian's working on now.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But it's just beautiful. A lot of people really fell for that teaser, and yeah, we're proud of it.
Well, good. Well, you should be proud of this. This is a great endeavor. I know how hard it is to write, produce, and then create a film. It's a lot of work, a lot of hours. Dawna and I have one coming up. We have a couple things coming up here in the near future.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to be working on two different films, I think, so far. So it's a lot of work, but it's fun. Huh?
3 different films.
Is it 3 different ones?
Yeah, Broken Road.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Actually, we're working on this one together too. I mean, since you're an associate producer.
Right. I was referring to on screen and being on set doing the production part.
Well,
So
so I played your wife in PTSD.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to be in Broken Road.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Diana's new project. I don't know if you can talk about
Dust
it.
Off.
Yes. We've got
I don't think we can talk about it too much yet, but we're doing Mob Humor.
So that's 4.
Wow.
Is that 4? Oh my God.
You guys are busy.
I guess I got to get my calendar up to date.
Yeah, no, Tommy's working so much he just can't remember everything.
No, I'd be lost without my calendar. I mean, my wife is always sit there and go, it's not on your calendar. And it should be.
You work so much. Wake up. What day is it? Am I supposed to do something today?
That's what it seems sometimes.
Right.
But that's good. That's what keeps us young.
Exactly.
What we're trying to do with this new it's the same fundraiser, but the Rose Wagon.
You're kind of cutting out here, Dawna.
Yeah.
I'm using my phone because I didn't realize that I needed my webcam for this. So, yeah, I'm sorry about the sound too. But the rosewagon.com is where the site is, and we're hoping to reach your audience with it, which is, the
Right.
Veteran crowd, the Hollywood crowd,
Yes.
the movers and shakers in the industry.
Exactly.
So check out our site.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
one of our main characters, he's disabled in the film, and he plays that throughout the entire film, and he does a really great job at that. And I think a few veterans could probably relate to that. So,
Very intriguing. Is he a veteran in the film or just disabled?
just disabled through an accident. So,
Okay.
but we do have mention of a veteran, John DeMoss's character. He played a disgruntled Vietnam veteran. So when he comes in, he's a unique character in our film.
Okay.
Played
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Great. So do you have any projected date when you're hoping to get into distribution later this year in the fall or anything like that? Or
If I were to go for distribution, I have to go up the next level on SAG. And, we really would have to work hard to meet those accommodations, those requirements. But,
okay. But the distribution channel you're following right now is when are you looking at doing that?
Oh, like a screening?
Yeah, I guess you could say, are you going to have a screening or what are your plans?
Well, I know Christian has already said, it'll be out Christmas 2022, but there's talk of maybe August or September, October, getting close to the holiday season. So August, September, October.
Are you going to be going into the film festival circuit at all?
We'd like to. Yeah, and I need some guidance on that because I haven't done a lot of film festivals. Usually,
Dawna knows how to do that too. So I do.
Yeah, we can both do it together.
Exactly. Yeah. On my last film, I had other people doing that, submitting them, and I thought, well, I've never really submitted to a film festival, so I really don't know the ropes. But I'd love to get them into film festivals.
It's a really high quality film. I mean, I know getting the music together and getting the editing that Christian does, and his lighting. I mean, he took forever to light scenes, but now I realize it was all worth it because he knew exactly what he was doing. Every scene is beautiful, and now I know a little bit more about filmmaking, and I realize how hard it is to put all those elements together. And part of that is Christian. I mean, he's worth his weight in gold.
Yes, it's very good. Very good.
And music, I don't know how you got such music, but it's something that I rarely see. I mean, such beautiful songs.
Well,
Wow.
Brenda's one of our cast members, and she's also a singer. And she put a few songs in there, and she's just fabulous. She's in a Christmas scene and does a Christmas song. And, she's a fabulous singer too. So she was very instrumental in helping us to get the music.
Nice.
Go
ahead, Dawna.
Well, I would that Sandy is an incredible screenwriter, and if we have a few minutes, I'd like to have Sandy talk about her next project.
Yeah, please do, Sandy.
I think that everybody will want to be involved in, and I think everyone should follow Sandy.
Yes, please do.
Well, Jamie Hacker again found a really great location. I wanted to do a film revolving around the 1800s, 1900s, and he found a really great location that has wagons and old time buildings and what have you. And I was kind of I decided on one premise, and then I thought I'm going to go back. I got to look because I want to do it in West Virginia. I think West Virginia is beautiful, and it's going to revolve around the coal mining wars in West Virginia. And I think that was in the early 1900s. But it's really comical, the beginning's really comical, but it turns into a very sweet story along the way. It's just a elderly woman facing her 100th birthday, decides she wants to take her family's remains. She's in a nursing home. She decides she wants to take her family's remains, their urns, their ashes, back to the top of the Blue Ridge Mountain. So, she kind of escapes the nursing home, and there's a chase scene, but the person she hitches a ride with, she's slowly telling the story of the 1900s and what she grew up around, and, the Cold Wars. So, yeah, that's kind
So
of, there's still some plot things to figure out, but.
Okay.
So,
And this is like her reminiscing back.
Yes.
While she's got hitched this ride.
Right.
Oh, I love it. That sounds really interesting. And like you said, West Virginia is very beautiful countryside.
Yes. Yes. I mean, and it would be a joy to go to West Virginia, but I'm thinking, we might have to go someplace a little closer, make it look kind of like West Virginia, but.
Well, there is a studio, there's a studio in West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And it's a faith-based studio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've done some things with them. I can get you that information. That's
okay.
And in fact, they just had a casting call in San Diego last week for a film they want to do there, faith-based film.
Awesome.
So I'll give you their information, and maybe you can talk to them about their facilities or things like that. You never know. That's what networking. That's what I hope to do with this channel. To bring people together so we can create great things.
You just got to be hopeful. Stay optimistic.
You got to be hopeful. You always be hopeful. Stay optimistic. You never know what's around the corner.
Exactly.
And sometimes look for that diamond in the rough.
Right. Exactly.
But West Virginia is a lot of places. It's so mountainous and hilly. It's kind of a unique place to film. I know there's other areas like here, even in California, they use part of Big Bear for West Virginia, because you get to certain areas there and you can't tell the difference with the pine trees and things like that. So it's part of the Hollywood magic, and you can do that anywhere in this country. There's always some place. I like it always if you can be at the real place to do things, but it's not always possible. We have to work within whatever limitations we have, a cast, crew, money. So, but it sounds like a wonderful endeavor, and I'm going to definitely be following it. And I know Dawna will keep me apprised of it, and I'm sure you will too.
We're all.
But that's great that you're looking down the road. We always like to say have a couple in the pipeline,
right?
So that I do. My mind never shuts off. Like my pipeline's pretty long, so I don't know if I'll ever get through it. But
it's hard when you write.
It's always good to have that thing, to have something to look forward to next.
And one thing about writing is a lot of times you can't shut your brain off. You've got these storylines and plots going through your head.
Oh, definitely. Once it gets going, it's like it's a hard time to shut it off.
Right, exactly.
And then there's sometimes for me when I'm writing, there's a hard time to get it going again.
Yeah.
If I've had a break, it's like, oh, now I got to get back into it. Oh, let me see. I just got a message to check the comments, but I don't see anything.
Okay.
Let me take a look here and see who said something. No, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, John Kydell says, Tommy and Dawna, nice to see you. I was just in West Virginia last week.
He's Squatch Energy.
Huh?
Tommy, he's Squatch Energy. John Kuykendall.
Oh, John. Okay, sure.
Oh, hi, John.
Yeah, hi, John. Yeah, you might even be able to see, I think above my head is one of my cans. Squash energy.
Yeah, was a model for it on the set of PTSD.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and
Thing is, see,
Tom, you've got the magazine I sent you,
yes.
your wall, and I've got it on my wall. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah.
The G Hunter
Yeah,
magazine.
I've got it.
Yeah,
I've got it right above me on the other side here. Yeah, I've got it up.
Yeah, John put that story together.
Yeah, I did a nice job on that. Hey guys, I'll be sending out more to you soon. All right, thanks, John. Because it really does work.
It does.
It does work. I took it to the first Hollywood Global Film Festival that I went to, and everybody hold it, like Ming Ballard and John Savage and
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Kilpatrick. Everybody there, it was great, and everybody tried it, but it's really strong. It does. I mean, it keeps you up, and that's the purpose of it.
It does.
Yeah. Oh, and we also used it. I have a film coming out called Down and Out in Vampire Hill, and we also used it on the set of that film. So, yeah. So I mean, it's
awesome.
Now, John says he's sending you a case, Dawna.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'll need it for mob humor, and you'll need it too.
That sounds like it's going to be an interesting 5 or 6 days of North Carolina filming. So,
oh, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun with Tom Sizemore, and the cast just keeps building. I can't wait to get there.
Well, I hope that everyone will check out the link to the Rose Wagon.
Yes.
Court Howell put the site together, and he has his own film that got released, I think, or he got distribution for it, and it's called Mayberry Man. So he was supposed to be here today, but he has to take care of something for his film. But he's put together a fantastic campaign and fantastic page. So I hope everyone will check it out.
Oh yeah, he's been amazing in getting this set up for us. I can't put a website together.
You're the writer, I mean, you're the most important person.
Well,
but you can't do everything.
right. No, I can't make a website.
Well, I've got one. I just can't keep mine up.
Well, yeah.
It's really hard. It's hard when you're got so many things going on to try to do it all, and a lot of stuff slips through the cracks.
I know. I can keep up with you, Tom. It's like I can't keep up with you. And I try to because I share everything, but it's like,
right.
Yeah, Sandy shares everything too.
Right. I know if I want something, shared, get it to Dawna. She'll share it. Yeah.
Yep. So, definitely. Well, that's why I need her to be the head of my PR.
Easy person to publicize, and so is Sandy.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at the quality of the Rose Wagon. I mean, I put extra effort publicizing that film because it's such a quality film. It's something that I was really, really looking for. I mean, and it's quality in every way. Lighting, the story, editing. I mean, Christian is just amazing. The music that Sandy found, but also the music that Christian is putting into the different scenes. One of the scenes that he sent me, a lot of it is music. And I think Christian did that, right? Sandy, did Christian put the music into my scene?
I believe so. He did the editing, so yes, I believe he did.
Yeah, I mean, the music just heightens the effect.
Oh,
And
yeah, it's perfect.
when you can count on an editor to do the things that Christian does, I mean, you have just, and I know because I just tried to edit something myself, and it's impossible.
We needed a rough draft of the script put together for court, and I think Christian stayed up like 2 whole nights, just working on it, and he never complained, he's just like, I want to get this done and get it out to him. And, yeah, he's very dedicated to his job.
And
Very
he's a
nice.
yeah.
He's
So, a perfectionist.
Yeah,
I know my phone is messing me up, but you know that everything is going to be perfect because he kills himself to make it. And I've seen it.
Mm.
He was like that on set too.
Wow.
And I'm just so impressed at the way the cast, they just kind of acted like they knew each other forever. They just worked well off each other, they all fit their characters, and yeah, it became like a family there on the set. It was hard to leave Martinsville,
Yeah, it was sad.
a lot of tears.
That's what happens when you got a good production. Everybody feels like you have a big family. And did you have a wrap party at the end?
Did, but by then most everybody was gone. I mean, it was actually, we were actually filming from the 1st to the 21st, and there was 2 days more that we were going to film because Leah Hummel, who plays Hayden Clark's wife, she's deceased in the film, but we had her come in and do some scenes. So there was like maybe 8 people there, but it was still a good time. And I'm hoping to have one again here soon. Maybe after the fundraiser, or maybe after our screening.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to do it when you have an extended period like that because people come in for 1 or 2 days and do their scenes and they're gone.
Yeah.
So that is hard. You can't always do it, but when you can, it's nice.
Right.
I mean, we just had a wrap party last Sunday for back to Brooklyn, and I couldn't go. A couple other people couldn't go. It was just like, like to, but just can't. There's just too many things going on, and just can't do it.
Right.
And sometimes we have so many conflicts that you like to, but you can't do it all. But I like to go to the ones after a screening. Those are fun when you can network with everybody that was involved with the film that can come.
Yeah, and that may be a good time to set one up. Yeah,
it is, and in so many cases, that's the first time the cast and crew get to see the movie. They saw the part that they did, and they didn't really even see the part that they did because you might have 10 different reshoots of the same scene. And so you won't know what it looks like until the editor gets everything put together. So yeah, it's a big treat to actually see the finished product. So yeah, I'd make it to that.
Oh, awesome. That would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. Yes, as long as it's not Indiana in the wintertime.
Dawna was in there at the winter time.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, it was a bit cold.
Yeah, it does. I've driven a couple blizzards down that interstate going down from South Bend through Indiana, down Indianapolis, down going south into Kentucky, and a few times couldn't drive. We had to get off the freeway because it was too nasty. So yeah, I'm very well versed with that area.
We had an RV set up, for Dawna and Robert to stay in. me and Nikki Hines and Karen Malafini, we went out and bought blankets and pillows and everything, but still that RV was too cold to stay in, because it was getting cold. So they came on
Oh,
into the studio. um,
it's really hard to actually. That's funny that you said that because I used to have a motorhome, and I know I had stayed in Indianapolis one winter going down south, and I could not keep the inside of my RV warm with the heaters, with the furnace going,
yeah,
and it maybe kept it about 55 in there, but it was a challenge.
and that was some of Karen's issues, but she's a very accommodating host. She took care of everyone who stayed there, and it was just Robert and Nico met her dog, and that was it. He wasn't leaving.
Well, yeah, that's the thing about dogs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Well, I think, God, how time flies here,
Yeah.
Before we close out, what about, why don't you reiterate your website again, contact information, any other information that you would like to leave before we close today? And this even though we're going live now, it's going to be, on our website, on YouTube. It'll be on iHeartRadio, on Spotify. Once we close out, it gets put into those systems, so you can share those links. So I would, I'll let you know once those come out, so you have the links. But why don't you let people know?
Okay. Do you want to go ahead, Donna, or you want me to, or?
Well, the important one right now is the Rose Wagon.
rosewagon.com. It has our thunder on there.
The Rose Wagon.
And it's very essential. We really need everyone's support. We really need everybody pushing that link because really Christian could do his work. He would be improved if he had more equipment and what he needs to get the editing done. So that's what we're pushing for. That's what Court Hal is pushing for. And we need everyone. We need everybody pulling for this film. I think it's a good film, and if we get it out there, I think people would be really affected by it. So, yeah,
Great.
Please check it out.
Well, everybody remember therosewagon.com. Go there. I think your Facebook page is the Rose Wagon Movie.
Yeah, the Rose Wagon Movie.
And Instagram, is that the same?
The Rose Wagon Movie, yes.
The Rose Wagon Movie. Check all that out. Check out their website. Please donate. Help make this movie come out the best possible way so we can all enjoy it. And I have to applaud you on your efforts, Sandy. That's just an amazing job. Just be very proud of yourself, what you've created.
Thank you.
And Dawna, for everything you've done and the help you can. So I'm going to sign off today. Say thank you, ladies, for being on today. This is great that we can get the word out. I will see everybody at my next show, and I want to thank Attorney King, Sequan Casino, IB Fitness, KCBQ radio show, our sponsors here at the Attorney King Studios in Coronado, California. Thank you so much for watching The Real Tommy Unleashed, and you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much.